Hello, welcome to Hollywood Crime Scene. This is Rachel Fisher.
This is Desi, Jedeikin.
And today I am so excited to announce we are joined by two very special guests, Christi and Kelly Hyland from Dance Moms.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here. I have to say before we start, I hate when people tell me that they're our biggest fans. I might be your biggest fans. Or I might be your biggest fan. How's that?
When I learned that a few years ago, I was like, Desi, are you kidding me? Like, Christi?
No, but I said that. I was like, oh my God, my favorite dance mom follows us.
I don't even know how I found you guys. And you're the only podcast I listen to faithfully every episode. I can't wait for it to come out.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
That's so sweet.
No, It was such a thrill. It would not have been as thrilling if it was like Jill.
Fair.
In fact, I would be like, excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse you. I've seen some of the outfit choices you make. So the answer is
Take
no.
your cowboy hat and go.
That's correct. That is correct.
But for me, when I used to watch Dance Moms, both Christi and Kelly were like, you guys are an iconic reality TV duo.
Thanks.
So I am
the bad moms.
The bad moms.
The bad moms.
I love
like
you both.
You're like the good moms who seem bad sometimes with your naughty behavior, but it's fun.
Uh-huh.
It's like
correct.
Bad.
It's
No, you guys are iconic. We both agree. Me and Rachel were talking about how this show is like high camp.
High camp. High camp. I cannot believe that this show, people still watch it. I'm like, this is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. Because we just go back. We've just now started rewatching it.
Yeah.
And when I go back and rewatch it, I'm like, I cannot believe what people say on television on this show, myself included.
The things we said and did, like, can't do that now.
Oh,
no.
Totally.
Yeah,
No.
it sort of premiered at like the tail end of the Wild West of the reality show era,
Yes.
where things were still like really unhinged in a way and
Correct.
a lot less produced and massaged. So it was
Well,
wild.
and it's funny because when I listened to your recaps, I am laughing at like you guys sort of breaking down your fashion choices.
Oh my
It's
God.
always so entertaining.
Christy's mom jeans.
Yeah.
And her, one-shouldered sequin disco ball tops.
If it had one
shirt.
yes. Nothing I owned had a shoulder. Nothing.
Yeah.
Everything was cold shouldered. Fabulous.
Like it is still, and I watched it, but rewatching it, it's like I forgot so many things. I'm sure you guys go through that when you're rewatching as well.
Yeah.
And it's so entertaining still. Like, it really holds up.
Thanks. I think. Thank you.
Yes.
And the thing that is, I think the wildest part about that is that was what the studio was really like.
It was.
It was like that.
We weren't acting.
No, it was real. And people are always like, was that scripted? I'm like, no, the more insane of the fight, the more real it was.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that was really bad was the really real stuff. The stuff where I'm like, I can't believe Chloe's not at the top of the pyramid. That was like somebody asking me to say that because it had to like push the storyline and the narrative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's another great thing about the podcast, your recap, is that you guys sort of give us the behind the scenes of what really happened or what context was left out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is very interesting.
I gotta say, on my rewatch this past week, I had completely forgotten about the pyramid. And when I thought, I was like, oh yeah, that was diabolical.
It's diabolical.
I did a lot of dance as a kid and I had never seen a pyramid used before, but was that just like this dance studio or was it?
We never used a pyramid before the show either.
She had a pyramid in her brain.
Yeah.
Rest assured. Correct.
There's always sort of the one kid in class, at least from my experience, who everyone knows the teacher loves and like favors the most or seemingly favors. And there can be sort of this hierarchy in class, just from my own experience.
Now, Desi wouldn't know this because she never got to take tap.
No, I know. That's like my only thing that I relate with Kathy. I was like, oh, she wants to be Annie too.
Okay, and we will talk about Kathy and her tinsel hair extensions.
Yes.
Oh my God, wait a minute. My bar I go to on Thursday nights, Christy, with my bartender I like, there is 2 ladies there that come. They've been there the last 2 weeks and they have tinsel in their hair.
Oh my God.
I've never seen somebody else have tinsel in their hair other than Kathy.
Shameful.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
You would think I would have
go
had
to the bar on Thursday night.
Well, if you want to play bingo with Kelly, you go Mondays. If you want to check out her 26-year-old hot boyfriend, that she's not really her boyfriend, go on Thursday. I want him to be your boyfriend.
He wants him to be, but yeah, I'm twice his age, so no.
All right.
My daughter is 26 or 25. He's 26. It would be a little inappropriate for him to be my boyfriend.
Wow.
So in honor of our special guest, I do have a drink, but much like Kelly, I did not go to the store. So I had to just use an old bottle of champagne I got at a baby shower last year.
There you go.
How's that taste?
It's a mini.
Yeah. I'm having a drink too, I have to say.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So you're not drinking it.
I didn't know we were drinking.
I didn't either. I didn't know I would have something. All I have is like whiskey. And I was like, I guess I have that old champagne because I'm not going to have an old fashioned at 11 a.m.
At 11 a.m. Yeah.
I actually like those though.
Yeah.
So Christy, you initially suggested maybe we go over some of the all-time sort of more controversial dances or
yeah, I mean, whatever you guys want to talk about. So I have to tell you, I was having like a dark night of the soul one night, and I had barricaded myself in my car. I'm not going to lie. I'm sitting in a parking lot, like just trying to figure out my life. And I was listening to you guys do the Ed Gein episode.
Oh my God.
You were talking about dance moms and you're like, didn't they do an Ed Gein dance? And I'm like, no, but that sounds like something we fucking would have done. Yeah. And that's when I reached out. I'm like, no, listen, we didn't do Ed Gein, but I'm sure there are other dances that you could talk about. And that's kind of what made me think that.
Oh, I think I fantasize about what could have happened.
Correct. And we would have been
that were never done.
We would have had to make the nipple belt.
Yes.
We could have been upstairs like sewing a nipple belt.
The jail beating the nipple belt or like rhinestoning the nipples on.
Oh my God, you need a 30 in the middle to make the nipple part D. Yeah, perfect.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, we definitely have tried to focus on some of the dances that were memorable to us, which I think are classic to everybody who watched the show.
Should we explain what Dance Moms is? Just to people who didn't watch the show.
Okay. I guess we could have done that up top, but
I guess just off the top of my head, Dance Moms was a reality, or is it still on?
No.
Okay.
No, it's streaming on like Hulu and, Disney Plus where it should be, because it's wholesome.
Oh my God. I was like, wait, this is on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
This is so unwholesome.
Exactly.
Well, Lifetime is owned by Disney, so that's why it's on Disney Plus. Yeah.
So it was a Lifetime reality show, their biggest reality show ever. And it was on from 2011 to 2020, maybe? 2017. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a show that takes place in Pittsburgh at a dance studio called the Abby Lee Miller Dance Studio. And it features a group of moms and their daughters who are enrolled in this dance studio. And a lot of the drama it's just like classic reality TV drama. And a lot of it comes from the head of the dance studio, who's the dance instructor, Abby Lee Miller. And if you think you've had a wild, out-of-pocket dance teacher before, you haven't met Abby Lee Miller.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. Like she is, you just have to see her to believe it. This woman. Yes. I mean, you have probably seen clips of her on Twitter, people tweeting, oh my God, remember this moment. Remember this fight. Like there was screaming matches between the mom and Abby. Abby would yell at the children. I mean, it was wild. And then at the end of each episode, they do this dance like at a competition that the girls have been working on throughout the episode. And as we will discuss today, oftentimes these dances were like, who came up with this?
Yes.
Well, they're all
Whose
very
idea?
The dancing was incredible. The dancing itself was incredible, but sometimes you would get a theme of a dance like are we going to talk about Where Are the Children?
Yes.
Of course. Where it's kind of like, it's good. And it's like, wow, they're 7 and 8 years old. So it's like a little, and it's like, I love when the girls love something really sort of edgy. Cause it's like, that would have been me at 7 too. I would have been like, I want to play a hooker.
Yeah,
or like,
jump off a building.
And it's like, they love it. And the moms are all kind of like side-eyeing each other. And like, is this okay? Like,
no.
So it's like sometimes just a darker theme, which can be a very beautiful dance. Sometimes it's a little, there's some moves where it's a little sexual.
Yes. Yes.
I love how you're tiptoeing around all the controversy. There's a little questionable.
Look, I would like to learn how to do some of those moves.
Yeah, me too.
And again, I can't emphasize enough that this show is high camp. Like we have to drive that point home because I had forgotten this is a laugh a minute reality show.
No, it's good. It's so good. Although I can see why it's difficult for you guys sometimes to rewatch.
Of course.
I would be dying if I had to rewatch myself 10 years ago.
Yes, you're like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? Why did I do that?
You texted or DM'd me the other day and you're like, I'm rewatching the mom dance. I'm like, I still have PTSD from that.
We definitely have to talk about that dance.
Okay.
I was dying. I was like, I would have walked out of the state. Like,
no, Christi said something during that episode that I was like, that's Desi. That's Desi. Christi says, because Kathy's like, don't you want to have fun? And Christi goes, I don't want to have fun.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that was not my idea of fun.
How dare you?
Nothing about
Christi
that was
often
fun.
reminds me of myself, just like the eye rolls and like the expressions.
I feel like,
yeah. So it's very funny to see. I'm like, that's what I would be like on the show for sure.
The thing with the mom dance, and I know you're going to talk. Well, go ahead. You talk about it, and I'll tell you why I had such an issue. I have an issue with it for many reasons, but my number one reason I had an issue with it, I think people will relate to this.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, for me, my number one issue would be like, I'm not listening to Kathy. Like, I don't want Kathy
in charge of me.
I don't want Kathy in charge of me.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
I can have fun with the other moms and do something stupid that we came up with.
Yeah.
But to have Kathy in charge, and then when she goes full fucking Baby Jane, in like the middle of the routine, there's a moment where she puts her hands out, and like it's like, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was chilling. That was chilling because I was like, ma'am. I was like, she's not trying to be Miss Hannigan. She's trying to be Annie. Like she wants to lead. She wants to lead in the play. Like it was insane. So that was for me, like what was the main issue with that dance? The problem I would have.
Yes. I think I said at one point, I don't know if they showed it. I said, I don't want Kathy to be in charge of me.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I get that. Yeah. Because she's deranged. I mean, at least on the show. I don't know her in real life. But I can't imagine.
Very nice. She's just different.
She is what you see on the show, but like for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's definitely someone I'm like, I could never be around that energy, but I do enjoy watching it on TV. Like
I loved when she was around because
she's a riveting personality to watch. She makes great television because you just can't believe that this is a person.
And Abby would fight with her and left us alone.
Yeah, that's why we
I love when you guys are like, thank God, fucking Reverend Dawn or whatever the fuck. It's just being a nut job. Like we can kind of have a break from her rage, right? Like
and anytime somebody new would come on, we'd be like, thank you, it's not me. Like when Kelly got arrested, I was like, oh God, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that's not me.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot.
I was like, oh, not only did she get arrested and have the fight, but now they're going to replace every trailer with me screaming, how many times has my daughter beat your daughter? Now it's get your finger out of my face. I was so fucking happy.
Oh my God. That's just so like, did you guys start thinking about like what you were saying, or in those moments you really can't stop yourself?
Oh, hell
You
no.
can't stop yourself.
Yeah.
No, I just, no.
Yeah.
I would never say the things that I said if I thought about it. Just,
No.
you know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
just you were in such the mode. It just came out.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing I will
Abby
say,
will drive you there. I mean,
Yeah, she'll take you there.
She'll take you there.
But my stop eating, that's why you're fat. Like, I don't think I have ever like thought that of somebody or would have said that to somebody ever in my life. I don't even know where it came from.
I think that's the most successful reality TV though, when they aren't thinking about it.
Yes.
When they're just living in the moment.
Because if you watch a lot of reality TV, and we do, you can tell at this point, like reality TV fans can tell who's putting it on for the camera and who is a genuine personality.
Mm-hmm. And who's being asked to say something, like what's called a pickup. Yes.
Like during the confessionals,
correct.
Tell, the producer just asked them a question.
Right.
Or asked them
you can definitely tell. I think, at least with our show, you can definitely tell when it was a pickup.
Because we're terrible actresses.
Yeah.
And so if you ask me
to be actresses, that's for sure.
I was like, I can't say that. And then they would say something really stupid, because when you sit down, like you're doing your confessionals, which something I wanted to say that is, I think you two might enjoy, which I always did, is you know how you get in an argument with somebody and you always wish you could say something after. You're like, damn it, why didn't I say that?
Yeah.
In your confessionals, you had a chance to say it.
Do that, yeah.
So you know what? Like I would take notes in my phone. I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have said that. And I would say it later. And a lot of times they would air it. So it was great for that. But then they would come to you and they would say, okay, we need somebody to explain what this storyline is. And so we want you to say like, Kelly, what did they have you say that one time? I don't know about these antics.
It's like words that I don't even know what they mean. And I'm like, I would never say that. Like, it just, like, I don't even know what that means. They're like, just say it. I'm like, no, what it means.
Yeah, I would say, I'm not saying that. That's fucking stupid. Who wrote that?
Wow.
And they would say, can you say it in your own words? And I'd say, yes, I'll say it in my own words, but I'm not saying it the stupid way.
So they needed you guys to kind of provide context. But it
sometimes
make the storyline make sense. Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. And you can tell that if you watch, if you watch Housewives and stuff, you can tell when they are having somebody do that. And it's not like we're revealing a big secret. It's sometimes things happen that they don't have anybody narrating, really.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So they need somebody to connect those dots and narrate that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. So let's talk about like the first sort of controversial dance, and that would be Electricity, right?
Yes.
Season 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little prostitutes.
The prostitutes was an iconic line for sure.
That was actually, you said, Minister
Dawn used to call them prostitutes because when they were about, they were about 4. I think they were 4 when they were 5. Well, they had this dance where they wore black lace bustier and red fishnets, and they were like straddling chairs doing all that jazz.
Oh,
I kid you not. And Minister Dawn would always be like, "Oh, that prostitute dance won." And so when it came time for Electricity, I was just like, "They look like prostitutes." Could you imagine saying that today? You can't say prostitutes.
No. Minister Dawn, what is her church?
Oh my gosh, I must spit my drink out. What is her church?
Methodist.
No. Do you want to attend that church?
No. I'm just curious who's following her.
To be fair, Minister Dawn is actually great in real life. And I think she is. I think knowing her and knowing like people really wanted to be on this show when it first came to the studio, I think she saw an opportunity to kind of go for it.
Yeah.
And really went for it.
Yeah.
But when she says, let's play the Bible game, I faint every time I hear her say that.
Well, the funny thing with Abby is like, it's kind of like, she kind of reminds me of like Trump in a way. And by that, I mean, I hate
100%.
her when she's mean. I hate her when she's mean to people I like, but when she's mean to people that I don't like, it's like the funniest thing ever. Like when she goes after Kathy or whoever, like it can be very funny. But most of the time I'm like, fuck her. Like, how dare she? Like, but yeah, when she went head to head with Minister Dawn, that was like episode 1, right?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, what a way to draw people.
Yeah. I mean, if you see me on the stairs, I'm like,
oh yes.
I'm like, I can't believe this is going on. I'm so glad it's not me.
Because it was like at an 11. Yeah. Like it was over the top.
It was at an 11. Oh, and just so you know, there are a lot of parallels between Abby and Trump. They're both orange. Like they both get spray tanned orange, and they both
have bad hair.
They both say huge, not huge, huge. We've got huge.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yes.
And they both wear flip-flop shirts.
Fucking flip-flop shirt.
That shirt, ever since you mentioned it on the podcast, I literally howl whenever I see it. I'm like, that's the flip-flop shirt. Like, it is so stupid.
She wore it constantly.
Can you imagine buying that? Like, just like looking, I'm always like, she looked at that and like, that's cute.
Yeah.
The little
I think she liked it because she could just make it look different with the different color headbands.
Yes.
She's like,
so it was like one shirt, but she had like 10 different looks.
Right. She could be like, I'm going to wear the teal headband to match the teal band, to match the teal flip flop.
100%. Like, we're joking. And that was true.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So electricity, for those who don't know, I guess the controversy about that was the outfits. But that didn't seem too different than some of the other outfits to me.
Correct.
I like agree. When they took their
yes.
on their knees and like spread their knees open and stuff.
That was where I literally was like, oh, yeah. But for me, it was that move.
It was a little much.
That was dance moves.
Yes.
It was the dance moves combined with the outfits. It was suggestive, to say the least.
And the fact that they were 8.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, that one knee move.
Yes.
Yeah. Because at first I think I was watching it. I was like, oh, it's not that bad. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh shit. Like,
yes.
Why are you doing that, Abby?
Up too soon.
Correct. I don't have very many memories of clips of the show except for things on TikTok, because I have memories of like being in the moment, like what I saw. But the screen grab of Nia slapping her ass, and then they switch to Holly, who is a principal at this point of a very prestigious school in Pittsburgh, sitting there like this. Like that clip lives rent free in my head.
Holly.
I love Holly.
I love Holly too. Love Holly. And she is just tortured.
She's tortured. She's lovely.
Holly on the show often would confront Abby about these things and be like, this is inappropriate. And then Abby would just scream at her and be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And they would just get into it.
Holly is so right on many issues. That's Abby's right.
And it's just Holly always just had a good way of going around things. Like Christi and I would be like, fuck you, Abby. And Holly would be like, now let's sit down and discuss this. And
she had like very even keeled temper.
Yes.
So when she got mad, it was like, holy shit, she's not having it. Like,
because
like when she had to pull
limit.
Yeah. Like when Abby said, do you have an afro? And she said, let me pull that out of my purse.
Yeah. Oh God.
That was my favorite thing Holly ever did.
Yeah.
She goes, hold on, let me get that out of my purse. No, Holly is very funny. And Holly's got, again, I don't know, like I have a hard time sometimes remembering how much you see on the show versus what I just know. But like Holly is sassy, and she would often be on our side, but she said it just in a much more politically correct way.
Yeah.
But Holly and I would sit in the back of the bus and look at each other, and she'd be like, can't believe somebody drives 6 hours to be aggravated. Because like after the show aired, people would start driving from like New York City to come to Pittsburgh. And we're like, why are you here? And they're like, we just want to be trained by Abby. And we're like, or the TV cameras.
Yeah.
It was crazy because everyone's like, no, we just want the training. We're like, really? You left New York City where there's amazing opportunities to come to Penn Hills and fall in a pothole and train at the Abby Lee Dance Company. Okay.
Wow. That's so funny. But yeah, exactly. It was because you guys or on a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
When you guys would have an open audition or something, I was like, oh my God, this studio has so many students.
No, those are all people who were fans.
They were all just fans coming in?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
This is actually kind of funny. So you guys, when you recapped Flowers in the Attic, it was like a full circle come to Jesus moment for me, because that was like my favorite book from my childhood.
Nice.
I love the movie. But when Lifetime came out with their version a few years, we were on the show and they sent us the trailer on the bus, and Holly and I were on the back of the bus. Holly, not Kelly. Holly and I were like losing our shit over the Flowers in the Attic. Holly, this doesn't seem like your genre.
Oh my God. I stan.
Yeah.
I love Holly even more now.
Excited about it.
That's great. Okay, so in season 1, we do finally meet Kathy and her rotten little apples.
And Kathy owns a different dance studio called Candy Apples, right?
Candy Apple Studio.
Oh, excuse me, Candy Apple Studio.
And that's in Ohio, right?
Correct.
So how far is this drive from?
I was going to say, I think 3.
3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she starts driving her daughter, Vivi, who is an icon to me.
Icon.
I'm totally Vivi.
She's my favorite person on the show.
I'm like,
I
please
love
put me
her.
on the swing for the day.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine being back there. She drives her daughter to a different studio 3 hours away. How often is she doing this drive?
Well, at that time, we were filming every day, but I don't think Kathy was there every day.
She also stayed in a hotel.
Yeah.
She wasn't driving back and forth.
But I would say she was driving at least once a week in season 1, if not twice a week, because she was still running her studio. She was like part of our team in Studio 1. Then she became our rival later on.
Yes.
Right.
So here's a question I have, and this is absolutely no shade to Vivi, but so many people in the studio wanted to get on this team based on what the show showed, like Peyton and whoever. Why did she let Vivi on over someone in-house who wanted to be on the dance team? Was that purely for the
Abby
show?
No, Abby didn't cast
them on.
the
It
show.
wasn't Abby who let them on. It was the producers or the
casting.
Right.
Yeah. And we just had an episode on our podcast last week where we had one of the show creators on, and he said that Kathy's original audition tape was unlike anything anybody had ever seen. And he said when she was finished, he actually didn't shut the camera off. He turned it around and let it keep filming because he thought that no one would ever believe that she was real, that she was like putting on an act. Wow. And it kept recording. And he was like, this is real life. Because in her casting tape, she said, if Vivi ever came to me and said, I want to play softball instead of dance, I'd probably slip my wrists. And he said it was the greatest moment of my life as a producer. And he said, there's no way this woman could not be on television. So
Vivi didn't even like to be a dance.
No.
I think she does now, but Vivi did not really want to dance, I don't think.
No, Vivi just graduated from high school last week. I'm actually invited to her graduation party this weekend. Sadly, I will be dropping Clara off at Space Camp in Alabama, so I can't make it. Camp? I know, right? I always wanted to go. The dream.
Yeah, I mean, I was so initially this show was supposed to be like a series, like a little docuseries, right?
Correct, yeah.
So this was a casting call for dance moms in the area, and Kathy was one of them. Basically,
she saw like somebody had that. I think Abby had it on Facebook that they were coming there because we had originally sent tapes in, and Brian was talking about that was one of the casting directors, show creators. He said my top 3 moms were all at the same studio because originally they were going to do like different studios where each kind of like Toddlers and Tiaras, where you go to like a different studio every week. But he's like, I realized that my top 3 moms were all at the same studio and like you guys had this interesting dynamic. So then they came there and decided to do one studio. It was never at the beginning about Abby. It was about the moms. But then the minute you meet her, like, how do you not pivot?
Right.
So Kathy they kind of were like, we need to get her into the Abby studio, basically.
No, she was like, I want to try out for this. So she drove, and then they met her and they were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What is this? How do we get her involved? And I think season 1, I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to speak for her, but I'm sure that I recall correctly, and Kelly, I know you know, she was like overwhelmed with trying to drive there. And she was like, I can't do this. And that's when they were like, well, why don't you just come every once in a while and be the rival?
I don't even think it was the driving there. It was that she was still trying to run her own dance studio while she was traveling and filming. And it was just a lot.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah.
And that's when she stopped kind of like being supportive and like staying at the meets, right? Because she would just stay for Vivi's dance and kind of leave, right?
That stole Kelly's costume.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
But it's great for the show, I think, when she becomes your rival, because
I love it.
Deranged rivalry.
It's so deranged.
Like I said, we always loved when she was there, because then we didn't have to with each other.
Right.
It's so
deranged rivalry.
Well, yeah, and Abby, like you said, would focus on beating the candy apples.
So we were all safe that
up on our kids. Yeah.
There was something Abby said in an episode I just watched. She says to one of the girls backstage, she's talking about, we need to beat this team. And she says, I want you to find those girls backstage and make them cry.
Yes.
And make them cry. And my boyfriend overheard and he says, did she just instruct one of the girls to bully one of the other girls? Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course she did.
I always told them that.
That would be the inspiration for the bully dance.
It was.
So do you want to talk more about what's it called? Electricity?
I think we covered. I mean,
all right.
One question I have, I guess, is when you guys are seeing them, do you expect a reaction when it aired? Like, was it surprising, the reaction you got? Or are you kind of like, yeah, people were going to kind of be like, uh-oh?
I don't remember.
Well, because we did it in Lancaster.
Oh, that was extra funny.
We were expecting that response, because like Lancaster's, like that's more of like an LA West Coast type of costume and dance than we did in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Lancaster's where the Amish people in Pennsylvania are from. Like when you go to like observe the Amish, that's where you go.
I've been there, and I remember there's a town called Intercourse and Blue Ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my historical Amish country review.
Desi, that's why yes, I do know that as well.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry to say I do know that.
They definitely did that on purpose with those costumes, though, because in the episode, they have each girl come out and try the costume on and have them standing up on like a platform or whatever.
Right.
We never did stuff like that.
Definitely. It's definitely always sort of a line you guys are riding where it's like you want to not make your kids feel shamed or bad. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like in that moment, because they're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah.
And their costumes were no less revealing than the things they wore in the dance studio. It was just the whole package with the knees. And actually, I think those costumes were the exact same costumes. And I don't know if you guys would remember this because we only knew it because we were in the dance world. But right before the show aired, there was this whole controversy with single ladies. Did you guys remember that? There was a group in California who did single ladies, and the girls were around our girls' age. Oh. And it was all over the news because they were like, children are being sexualized. And then we're like, oh, hold on. Here's a show about children every week.
Ours too.
Yeah.
And the electricity costumes were exactly single ladies, except theirs were red and ours were blue.
Yeah.
Oh. So the producers are like, oh, hold on a second. These are scandalous. Let's bring these onto the show.
Yes. Wow. I did like the knee highs.
Outfit
with a little blue bow.
Yes. I only had that one knee high for years. And when Abby just sold the studio, she had Chloe's electricity costume up for auction. And she had all kinds of costumes up for auction. Okay. This is a little inappropriate. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say this. You can cut this out if you'd like.
You calling me. I'm like, it was so disgusting. God, you say it.
Well, so sometimes the girls wore tights. Other times they did not. And so electricity, they did not have tights on under their costume. And so you have these costumes on with little girls sweating and things, and then they're not washed because they're dance costumes. And then you put them for sale where any weird person on the internet can buy these unwashed costumes. And I was like, oh, fuck that. I was like, how much is this going for?
Like, I have to buy this because there's not going to be some pervert out there smelling Chloe's crotch.
No, that was my first thought too. I was like, wait a minute.
That's right.
That
correct.
Is, yeah.
Oh,
because who would want those, right?
Oh, you'd be amazed. Some of those costumes are going for like $3,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So now I do own electricity. I probably paid $1,000 for it, but nobody is smelling her crotch.
Good. Good on you.
See? You are a good mom. What are some other dances you want to talk about? What is it called? Where did the children go?
Where have all the children gone?
Where have all the children gone?
There's a dance in season 1 titled Where Have All the Children Gone? And Abby explains when she's teaching the dance that it is about, she's like, you know those kids on the milk carton? You know those kids, all those kids on the milk cartons? It's about them. It's about these kids and they're missing. And this is a very dark, twisted.
Milk cartons had kids on them at this point.
I know.
No.
Like,
I mean, they did when I was in school, but not.
It's not 1984, right? I don't think the kids had milk cartons.
It was such a dated reference by 2011. It was hysterical. But she's like, you know, all those kids, they're missing and their parents are devastated. And this is a very twisted, dark, fucked up dance. And you guys are going to be representing these missing children. And then she took it a step further by saying, oh, and some of these kids committed suicide.
Yeah, they were being bullied.
Didn't even make sense narratively.
None of it did. It never made sense, Rachel, ever.
No. Because I was like, I've seen some TV movies and some of them are living happy lives. They don't even know they were kidnapped.
Well, it didn't make sense because it was like she was trying to combine abducted children, but also children who were bullied into suicide. So she's and this is for a dance.
Correct.
8 and 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I think Kenzie and Vivi were 6.
I think they are 6. Yeah.
They needed someone for the swing.
Exactly.
Now, the music for this dance is a spoken word piece narrated by a very ominous sounding man. It is a haunting it is bizarre. Which brings me to my question. One of my big questions I have. Where the fuck did this music come from for these dances?
It was old. It was old. Kelly, you take this because you were part of this, not me.
Brooke danced to this years ago, before the show even started. She danced with the senior group. They did a number to this.
And they were all dead. And Brooke was the only one alive. And they were trying to bring her into like death.
Because they were all seniors, so they were big. And Brooke was like the little girl.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's even darker.
Right. It was an amazing number. It was an amazing number.
It was a good number.
Yeah, it was very good.
I feel like that seems like it gets the vibe right to me.
Yeah.
The thing that made it comical to me was especially Nia killing herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like no one commits suicide that way, right?
No.
Like, first of all,
it was just so absurd. She has her hands around her neck and she's like has her tongue out and she's like like a zombie. It's just so funny.
It is very
But yeah, the music in general for the dances, these girls aren't dancing to pop songs. This is like royalty free jams. What is that?
Correct? It's all from what the hell was the name of that service? Jingle Punks. We'd always be like, Jingle Punks.
All of our music was from there.
Sorry, no shade, Jingle Punks.
I assume that's for the show that you couldn't use. Did they ever dance to just like regular pop songs?
The ones, yes, they did. You weren't there. It was you had gone, and it was my last episode because Maddie had done Chandelier for Sia. And they called Sia and they asked if they could use Chandelier. And she said yes, thinking that Abby was going to use it. And they gave it to Candy Apples.
Yeah. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that was on there.
Oh
yes.
that is dastardly.
I mean, look, the devil works hard. Those producers worked harder. Trust me.
Oh,
they would sit up at night and they're like, what'll piss them off the most?
That is funny as hell. Like, my
God.
Well, you should have seen Abby losing her ever loving mind in the dressing room when she found that out. She's like, did anybody have a nude Leah tonight? Maddie's going out there to performing the video. And we're like, I don't think that you can do the video dance choreography. It's like, it was like hot. It was, copyright. It was maniacal. Like that's the only word I could, it was all crazy.
Wow.
So I think that might be the only real song that they ever tried to use on Dance Moms. Everything else was like a sound alike.
Right.
But in real competitions that aren't filmed, you can use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is
we always had regular music.
Yeah. There's like 7 songs that everybody dances to. Like when you're 7, you dance to like some crazy dance about losing your lover, and it's like the same 5 songs everybody dances to.
That I was just thinking the Where Have All the Children Gone? Can't remember the title. There was like a dance with Maddie where she played an abused child. Sorry.
Oh,
she had like a black eye.
Time?
What?
Oh, that was Disappear. Yes.
Oh, Disappear. Yeah.
Yes. And Abby's like, I want you to make the audience feel as though they are being abused.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I mean,
go ahead.
No, sorry, Desi. I keep interrupting.
No, you're not interrupting. It's hard with 4 people who are all big loud mouths. Like, I think we're doing great.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
I am too.
Is there any dances you wanted to bring up or?
No, I just needed to talk about Where Have All the Children Gone? Whatever.
I mean, that was great. That was a great one. I mean, look, that's iconic. It lives in infamy for several reasons.
That still was one of my favorite dances. Though.
I love it.
That was so crazy.
Yeah. And it's so twisted.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's my ideal type of dance I want to see kids doing. Like like I truly do love it.
Yeah.
There's just elements of it that is sort of like, I love the idea that some adult was like, and now you jump off the stage because you're
that was
off
Paige,
the building.
Yeah.
That was Paige, right?
Off the building, yes.
Yeah. And I think the thing that was funny in that dance is it wasn't quite clear what was happening. You just saw them dying.
Yeah.
You just knew they were dying. You don't know why.
Yeah. And then I guess you get that little swing, silently swinging at the end.
And keep in mind, too, at this point, when we were at these dance competitions, people had no idea what Dance Moms was. It wasn't like it was a show that had aired. We had not aired. So these people are like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening? These kids are killing themselves. These moms are screaming in the dressing room. Yes. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And we were just like, hey, this is good times, like, don't mind us. We'll be over here. It was really wild before the show aired. And then once the show aired, it was kind of like,
the
curtain was lifted and everyone knew. Yeah.
Right. What are some of the dances that you guys, I mean, obviously we haven't really talked about the Showgirls dance, which you can't find, but I did see a clip of some of the rehearsals to that with the fans.
Yeah, that's not bad. Did you see the clip where they're trying the costumes on in the the dressing room?
I saw some images, but I didn't look. Yeah. So there is a clip of them trying these sort of nude illusion, I guess, costumes on.
Yeah.
And they have the fans. Now, the funny thing about the clip, I saw the girls are obviously like loving the fans, which would have been me too.
Correct.
These are incredible.
Right.
I've seen these in movies or whatever.
Glamorous.
They're very glamorous. But the disturbing thing, even more disturbing than the children doing the dance, was Abby clearly wanting to do the dance on the sidelines with her own set of fans.
Yes.
Doing her showgirl
It's an image I do not want to remember.
When she would get up and sort of dance with the girls, I lived for that.
She loved to do Nia's dances.
Always.
Yeah.
She always made Nia do drag.
Yeah. I want to see what some of Brooke's moves.
Yeah. March.
Yeah. Like that move.
So the Showgirls episode was ultimately pulled because it was so controversial. I mean, rightfully so. It's like, it's wild. It's it's sort of the whole purpose of the dance is to insinuate nakedness. And they're not actually naked, but they're wearing nude bodysuits. But they have these fans, these pink feather fans that they're waving around as if they were burlesque dancers.
Correct. And they are
doing like
children.
Little peekaboo moves.
Yeah, they were like an average of 8 years old.
And I'd like to state for the record, as a whole, the moms were very against this dance. Yes, regardless of what you saw on TV.
Do you remember the girls? Like none of them wanted to come out onto camera with that costume on. Like they were all like, "No, you go. No, you go."
Yeah, and we're like, we really did not approve of that dance. And without saying too much, there wasn't a whole lot we could do, which sounds ridiculous to say, because of course you're a mother in this, but our hands were very tied there, and that's one of those moments that like. I get that chest tightening as a mom that you want to protect your kids and you're in this really shit situation and you're like, oh my God. And so I personally am always grateful that episode was pulled also too, because that's where they made Chloe wear that meat suit. So, I'm grateful that's gone as well. Did you ever see when Kathy had Chloe be a dancing piece of beef jerky? For a commercial for her beef jerky.
It was like around, it was supposed to be like the Lady Gaga suit, I'm assuming.
Right. But the Kathy version.
Correct. It was covered in beef jerky and they had a triangle patch right on her crotch. I mean, it was.
Oh my God.
Kathy's husband sells beef jerky. I don't know if you knew that.
He had a beef jerky store.
Beef jerky?
Yes, it was connected to the studio. His beef jerky store with the barrels. And that asshole, my partner in crime, every time they would go film there, Kelly would be like, can somebody bring me home some beef jerky?
Yes. Yes. That, again, how is Kathy a real person? I do not believe she has a beef jerky store connected to her dance studio.
I think it went under.
Oh, really?
Everything?
Oh, see, I should have bought some more.
Yeah.
Just the jerky.
Just the jerky?
No, Candy Apples is still thriving. My friend taught there yesterday. And she literally texted me and said, I can't believe Kathy is real. Like she said those words yesterday.
Yeah.
So she's still Kathy-in. She's like... She's never going to stop.
No.
I think her hair like these days.
She's got
similar.
It's similar.
She does this thing on TikTok. You have to find it. It's called Curler Head Confessions or something. I don't quite remember. But she puts one, those foam pink roll. Yes, you know them. She puts one in her hair and she is like,
she's imitating Abby,
Yes, I know, but she puts one curler in her hair and she does these deranged TikToks where she's confessing things with this curler. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Oh my God, I need to follow her.
I need to follow her.
I did start following her on Instagram because I think Christi posted maybe the graduation photo with Vivi. And I was like, I guess I should.
I sent her flowers and Kathy made that poor girl do about 8 posts about them. I'm like, no, it's fine. You don't have to thank me that many times on Instagram. You didn't even have to thank me on Instagram. Just send me a quick little text.
Yeah. One thing I just watched recently was a fight that Christi and Kathy had, and she was going off on your nose.
Oh, do you remember
this fight?
Can I
Which one?
For the record, I think your nose is really hot, Christi. And
I know.
love your nose.
You're so nice. Thank you. I hate it, but I love that. Thank you. That's very sweet. Because, you grew up with a major insecurity.
Of course. And when someone points out the thing that you're insecure about, it's it can be devastating.
On national television.
You can't really insult Kathy because she's too deluded to ever take an insult. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing that will hurt her.
No.
Yeah.
She's in her own little protective bubble.
Yeah.
But the thing that really bothered me that she said to you something like, Whoville called, they want their nose back.
They want their nose back.
I was like, that's not a Whoville. I was like, you idiot. Just as a, it bothered me. It bothered me that she did it, period. But I was like, you're an idiot as well.
Funny thing about that is I actually looked up Whoville noses when she said that because I'm like, I need to know.
Yeah.
I gotta go check it out.
No, it was crazy.
She loved, and if you notice in that clip, Abby in the background goes, "Oh, I've been dying to say that the whole time."
What?
Yeah. So I'm like, when I left the show, one of Abby's ways to like dehumanize people is she didn't use their names because she didn't want them to get any kind of like airtime. So she referred to me as the nose, like after I left. Yes. So, I mean, look, that's fine. I called her fat on TV, honestly. So like that comes back at me.
Yeah.
If we want to go low, because honestly, I do think that I kind of, and I say this all the time, I hate that I would always go low and like talk about fat because there were so many other things to choose from as far as like what I could insult her about. But that was always just the easy one to go for. It was like, you know.
For sure. I mean, she says horrible body shaming things all the time. Like Abby.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think she has learned.
No.
I mean, like you guys have learned, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like she's exactly the same person probably in many ways. Okay, I thought of one of my favorite all-time pieces of Abby choreography, and that is the one where she is in the audience sitting in a wheelchair. And someone tells her to put her phone away.
It's a motor scoot. It's a motorized chair.
It's a motorized,
She goes 90 miles an hour in reverse. Doesn't look behind her. She never once looked behind her.
That's funny that you recognize that. I didn't even think about it. But the funniest part about that, whoever edited that needs an Emmy. Please give them an Emmy.
I
agree.
I just watched the whole clip the other day because it goes on a really long time. Often on Twitter or whatever, you just see her reversing out of the theater.
Yeah.
But going to Baskin Robbins.
They follow her for city blocks.
She's on she is in this chair hauling ass, mad as hell.
And the producers or whatever are like, I lost her. Like,
And you can hear our one cameraman. I know exactly who it is. His name is Fuzz. He goes, she's zooming, man. Like you can hear them.
She's going so fast.
Flying down the street.
I think she said she's going to Baskin Robbins or something.
Yeah,
what town is this in? It
was in LA.
Oh, so it's like downtown LA.
I think so.
Yeah.
Usually we would film in North Hollywood if we were in LA.
Oh, but this had some kind of tall buildings. That's why I was like, where is this?
Oh, maybe it was downtown. I could ask somebody because I wasn't there, but I sent that to you, Desi. I'm like, have you seen this? And you go, yes, that's a classic.
No, I've used that clip of her. Like I've used the clip of her where she's like, I was assaulted. And then it flashes back to someone lightly grazing her.
How about when she called the police on Kelly and she goes, she's got a really trendy haircut.
Really?
You describe her the police.
Dude, I would kill her.
It was a miracle. It was an actual miracle that I never laid hands on that woman.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a miracle. Kelly, how do you feel?
I wish I would have did something more. I got in all that trouble and all I did was pull her hair.
Oh, right. I mean, she really pushes you guys. So I'm not like a person who ever has had a physical fight before, but I could see myself being.
I have never been in a physical fight either. And if you know me, like outside of the show, I'm so not that type of person.
Kelly's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
She's a lover. Nobody
crazy.
does that, but the show is like, it pushes you to the break. And I will be the first to say, I do not think children should be on reality TV.
No.
I do not.
Especially back then. Now it might be a little better, but back then it was not good for children at all.
No, and you involve your kids where you're like that's where you're most viscerally protective of anybody, anything. Normally, normal people. Right. Well, not everyone, but normal people. I shouldn't say normal, but most people.
Yeah.
And you have these children who are being put in this situation that's like horrific. And your job is to say things out loud that you would never really say to people. Because like, I don't say those things in real life. Like I am able to go into a social setting and not like just be a maniac.
Yeah.
But on TV, you're forced to say things that you would never say. And then knowing that your kids are going to get punished for what you said, it sucks. But your job is to say it. And if you're not, and that's one of the reasons why we fought with Melissa so much, because everyone's like, you're really mad at Melissa or you're mean to Melissa. I'm like, Melissa signed up to be on a reality show where our job is to do that.
It doesn't say anything.
And we're like, your kids are featured as the stars. We're the ones who are being lunatics, who are getting the ratings, who are making the show a success. And you're going to sit there. But when the cameras go off, you're totally different than what you're portraying on TV. And that's what I always be like, that's not who you fucking are. Be who you are. Like, stop it.
Right.
And that's
it's
why
like a pressure cooker. They're putting you guys in this pressure cooker. And then when things happen, it's really not surprising because you're in these extraordinary circumstances. No, Melissa's like a goody two shoes on the show. Like a little.
Well, there's the whole thing when the girls go to LA and they have this audition for this music video.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really compelling episode. And Melissa, one of the moms, takes the director. Is it the director or the producer?
I think
some guy in charge. But she takes him out for coffee. And there's this big thing around the table where the moms are like, okay, so like you're buttering him up to get your daughter cast.
I mean, the funny thing with that coffee date or whatever is there's zero like chemistry. Like she just comes off so like bad in that. And he's just kind of like, why am I here? Right? Like it did no good for her, I think. Right.
Spoiler alert. Chloe gets the part and we all cheered. Everyone at home cheered.
That was the first time Dance Moms trended on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yay, Chloe trended number 1 or 2 in the country because I was at Kelly's house watching it. Because you have to understand, like, we did not experience Dance Moms in this separate world. Like, it was the same world that we had always lived in. Like, same studio, same houses, same friends, same people, with the exception of Kathy. And so as the show started to blow up, we didn't really realize it. And so I went over to her house. Actually, I realized it the week before because I got a call from Lifetime and they're like, we need you tomorrow in New York to be on the Today Show. And I'm like, what? And they're like, we're flying you out. You're going to be live. And I'm like, on the Today Show? That's weird. And so that's very unnerving. And P.S., I totally corrected Ann Curry on national live television, but whatever. I mean, that's because they gave me directions from the network. They're like, make sure that you talk about the airtime. So I'm like, blah, 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 trying to get in. And she goes, I'm getting there. And I'm like, fuck me. I hated myself, but I was like trying to do what the network told me because I was trying to be the good student. And so I went over to Kelly's house to watch the finale, just us sitting like in her living room in the dark. And I was driving home and I got a call it was Brian who actually called me. And he's like, Christi, he's like, yay, Chloe is trending number 2 in the world. No, I don't think it was the world. I think it was US at the time because we weren't on internationally. And he's like, number 2 in the US. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, Khloe Kardashian? He's like, no, you're Chloe. And I'm like, my Chloe? And he's like, yes. And I kid you not, I went home and Claire was like 1 at the time. And my computer was in her room because that was my office because I wasn't expecting to get pregnant again. And I went in and I took like a photograph of my monitor where it used to have the Twitter trends. Like that's how old it was.
Wow.
And Lux, the girl in the music video, is actually Ted Danson's daughter.
Oh my God.
Wow. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. That's so funny.
Well, I spoke to Rachel about this, but we were laughing because the second you see Lux, you're like, Chloe's getting this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She looks like older Chloe. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
And that was very planned. I'm certain of it. Because I think that they had originally probably had intended Paige to get that just based on some stuff that Kelly had talked about. And then I think that the plan changed throughout the season.
Well, it's it's the underdog victory. And
correct.
Everyone loves to see that. I love to see that. That's why when I watched the show when it was on, I was always rooting for Chloe because we love
the underdog.
We love the underdog.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime like Paige or Brooke or Chloe gets on the top of the pyramid, it's like this victory. It's like a victory for everyone who kind of never or felt like there was always, I think like most of us probably grew up where there was like the one girl who got everything.
Or we felt that they got everything.
Felt that they got everything. And it's like, you know, especially like with my background, I was always feeling like, why can't I have what they have? You know what I mean? It's like, it's such a universal feeling, I think. So it's very, it's very easy to root for the girls who you feel like are just as good.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's like, these girls are all fucking really good. Like,
and that's what we kept saying. We're like, they're all good. Look at them in the group dance. They can all do it. So why are you watering down their solos? And we used to say, give them all good choreography, give them all good costumes, let them compete and let it shake out the way it does. Right. That's much more compelling than always trying to have the one win.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I agree. One other thing that made me laugh sometimes watching these episodes is seeing that the prize is like $75.
Oh my God. Always. Yes. It's divided by 12 children who were in the number. And meanwhile, if you know anything about dance competitions, those entry fees were probably $100 a piece. So you're paying $1,200 to win 75, but damn, you got a cute little trophy that we threw away.
Yes.
I mean, honest, I actually think I have all the trophies down stored somewhere. Cause I have like this...
my attic and my kids are like, Mom, we can throw these away. I'm like,
no, you might want them someday.
Yeah. Well, Kelly, we know saves everything.
Everything. Yes. Everything. She still has her same car from Dance Moms, for God's sakes.
I do.
And a banana clip. No, that was blueberry. That was my blueberry.
Thank you for bringing this up because I realized we both have an episode. You have Kelly's banana clip and we have Desi's banana clip.
You're kidding.
No, we both have an episode title.
We have a mini episode called Desi's banana clip.
We have a real episode called Kelly's banana clip. I wonder if subconsciously I stole that from you guys. I don't think I did.
I think it was funny because when I saw that title, I was like, I feel like we have a title. And I searched it literally this morning because I was like, do we? Like, because I had this vague memory of it and it just made me laugh because I was like, that's so simpatico.
I love it.
Like,
do you have a banana clip?
What's that?
Do you have a banana clip?
No, I can't remember. I was talking about using one as a kid, but my hair is so thin. The banana clip was like, would kind of fall over to the side.
Okay.
Like my hair just did not work with a banana clip, but I tried to do that kind of hairstyle.
I wanted curly hair so bad. So my banana clip would look like a fin, you know? Like
right.
It didn't. It was terrible. I have a lot of trauma from my childhood, as we all do, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah. Another thing, you guys, I don't think any of your girls were in the season where JoJo dances in the bubble.
No, but
okay.
I don't know that dance. I mean, I know it because how do you not? But at first when I saw that, I was like, is she on a hamster ball?
Yeah.
Because it would not be unusual for Abby to be like, you're the hamster. Everyone, you're trying to break out and chase them.
Yeah, that was definitely one people were talking about. But I didn't watch the later seasons. I think I stopped after 4.
Which I think a lot of people did. And I'm not saying because we left, but I think the whole vibe of the show changed. They went to LA. It didn't have the same like JCPenney dress vibe to it. Everybody was a little bit more glam. It just changed, you know?
Part of the draw of the show is that it is just
Pittsburgh.
Like, it's Pittsburgh.
Wait, Kelly, on one of their Patreon episodes, somebody sent you the Permane Brothers menu, and you guys talked about the Permane Brothers. Do you guys remember?
Wait, you know the Permane Brothers?
Of course, it's such a Pittsburgh. Yes. When you were talking about the Permane Brothers being good at fucking, I'm like, I'm quite sure my weird uncles from the 70s were friends with them.
Yes,
I'm certain of it.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. We had this segment for a while on our Patreon where people would send us like their local establishments and we would review the menus.
Yes.
And somebody from Pittsburgh sent us this, it's like a sandwich place.
Yes. They put French fries and coleslaw on the salad or sandwich because when the truckers used to come through Pittsburgh, they couldn't eat that in the truck. So they threw it on the sandwich and that's how it came to be.
And we were looking at this website and it's like our founders and it's this picture of these guys. They're the most 70s looking guys who own a sandwich shop.
Kelly used to date them.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I didn't even think about that. That's right.
I was howling when you guys are like, they look like they're good at fucking. I'm like, I'm sure my uncles were friends with them.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it. Because you're like, they're dirty. And I'm like, oh yeah, 100% they're dirty.
Yeah, they look nasty.
Like they're gonna, yes, all of the things that you alluded to, which I'm not gonna do on your regular episode that people can go back and re-listen to. You're 100% on the money. Yes, correct.
Right,
all of your theories are in fact
there
correct.
was like some facial hair happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
At least one
mustache.
There was at least one.
Several mustaches.
Just Google Primanti Brothers.
Yeah. So I do, like you said, I think the show had we were Midwest.
Yeah. It had like, I mean, I've never been to Pittsburgh, but it had like a small town charm and like sort of regular people that weren't, and like we mentioned before, these personalities all really came off as genuine. Like it didn't come off as I'm aware I'm on reality TV. I've watched a lot of reality TV. I know how I want my edit to be. It was the authenticity of it, for better or for worse. Like, and it was so compelling to watch.
We were clueless.
I mean, those early reality shows, though, it's like, that's why like Survivor season 1 is so good, right?
Yes.
At some point, everyone learns how to play the game and like have alliances. But the first season, it's like no one knew what the hell they were doing. Like,
I think,
now, but we're like 6 years too late.
Yeah. Yeah. And
no, I agree. It's so good. And it's been really fun rewatching it.
Yeah.
I'm really having blast. And then I listened to you guys do the recap afterwards, and it's been really fun. I do it on my little sad walks.
Oh, I have sad walks too. Don't worry. Well, the other thing is social media wasn't prevalent when we first came to be. And so now everybody comes and they want to like have a plan and a social media strategy. We were like, here's my shoe. Yeah. You know, we didn't care, and we'd sit on the back of the bus and I would literally look at Mackenzie and I'd be like, what's a K mean? And she's like, you have 1,000. I'm like, okay. And I remember Chloe being in the bathroom. We were getting ready to do a solo. Not me. I say that like I'm fucking on stage. Just for the mom dance. And Chloe looked at me and she goes, oh, I have an M. And I'm like, oh. You have 1 million. I'm like, okay, do you know your dance for the day? Like, we just didn't care.
Wow.
Because it wasn't a thing, which sounds really obnoxious, but we didn't know. It wasn't what it is.
I mean, it is wild to be a kid and have 1 million people across the world follow you. Yeah. Like that is wild. I can't imagine.
But I think that's another aspect that kind of kept you guys insulated in a way. Like nowadays, I think these reality stars are on social media and they're constantly getting feedback about what they're doing on the show. And I feel like that probably alters how they present.
You're absolutely correct. Yes, for sure. For sure. I mean, I can see that for sure. Okay. Do you want to know my thought about the mom dance? Why I hated it so much?
Yes.
Okay. Because we all have those girls in high school that fucked with us, right? Everybody has a girl from high school that you're like, oh, she made me feel bad about ourselves. Or you have an ex-boyfriend that you're like, oh, like he still like makes your heart twinge. I knew that all of those people were going to see me wearing ugly tights and a super ugly costume on national television. And I wanted to kill myself. Imagine that.
That's true.
I didn't even think about that.
Yes.
That's true.
It was bad enough that Kathy was in charge of me. And then I'm like, every ex-boyfriend I ever had is going to see a clip of this and I want to die.
Right. Because that's the person you want to look super hot in front of.
Correct. You don't want to be wearing a pair of tights at 40.
No, you don't want to be doing some little like jazz hands dance.
Yes.
No.
Correct.
Not to mention the dance that Kathy choreographed for you guys was so corny. And
it's horrible.
In the middle of the dance, Kathy decides to improvise. And Desi, you mentioned it was like her Baby Jane moment where she suddenly just breaks from the group.
Such a great reference.
She just breaks from the group and starts doing her own thing. And the camera's showing the reactions of you guys, like all the other moms in the background, just like looking at each other, like, what's going on?
Kelly was so mad. I was like, fine, you take the solo. I'm leaving.
We looked like idiots to begin with. And then she just changed the dance. And we looked really stupid then.
Yeah, no, because it looked, it was like, what is she doing? And it was sort of almost like she was saying, these guys suck. I'll do it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and you guys had practiced or whatever. Like, so it's like,
Desi,
why do
that's
that?
being generous.
Yeah.
Kelly wanted the special part too. Let's be honest.
Oh, yes.
She was Abby's
Melissa
dancer.
got the jump, right?
She choreographed that herself. I need to point that out.
There's zero chance I would ever attempt anything like that on stage.
I did this.
I was like perfect. I would never.
None. Everybody's like, what's your move? I'm like, I don't have a move. I don't want to do a move. I'm like, I don't want to move. I don't want to pretend I have a move. Can I just leave? Like everything about that.
Out of that.
Yeah, well, she was graduating from Penn, so she got a
but we could have did it a different day or something.
Yeah. So we're still bitter.
Well, I mean, this has been so fun and great. And I love hearing about everything behind the scenes. And just talking about these dances with you guys have been so fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you for making all of my dreams come true.
Well, like I said, I'm a little starstruck right now. So
we should have you guys watch an episode of the show and come and do it on our podcast when we recap as a viewer and be like, what were you thinking?
Oh, yeah. I would love to.
That would be fun because we only see it from our perspective and you can be like, as a viewer, what the fuck?
No, that would be really fun.
I would love that. Absolutely. We'll make that happen. So Christi, Kelly, where can people find you? What's your podcast?
You want to go, Kel? Oh, it's called Back to the Bar, like a ballet bar, not the bar.
Or the bar. Double entendre.
We'll be at the bar. We'll be at the bar, but it's the bar, the ballet bar. And then what are you on Instagram? Are you Kelly L. Highland?
Yes.
Kelly L. Highland. And I'm just Christi Lucasiak, but good luck with spelling my last name.
Post links too.
Oh, great. There you go. And well, thank you guys so much for having us. This was super fun. I'm sad I didn't see any cats in the background.
Oh, well, Masha, let me grab Masha.
Oh,
this is Rachel's stage mom moment.
I love it. I love a stage mom. Please, can you get them? Can you get her an agent?
Yeah. She needs an agent. She's a little child star.
Oh, she is a child star. Oh, hello. Hi, Masha. She doesn't love it.
She's like Vivi. Yeah. She's running off stage. Yeah.
I'm dead. Okay.
Bye.
Well, thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.